What's going on, everybody? Top of the morning to you. A little bit of coffee. And my kids always ask why, when they see coffee drinkers, do they see their coffee spinning like this? It's because you got to stir up the creamer that sinks to the bottom. But I'm going to do a few videos today. I got some time this morning. Kids are off to school. What is that? Oh, kids are off to school, and yeah, just got some time this morning before I got to get some stuff done. So I thought I'd do a few videos. Gonna do a hat. I might record a couple, but I also this one is gonna be a video response for Brent Richards cards. He reached 700. Congrats, Brent. For a guy that was going away, you're coming back. He wants to know our favorite hobby moments, or like a favorite hobby moment. I have two that I'm going to say in this video. There's tons, but two that I'm going to say in this video. And the first one is Hobby Rip Night with my daughters last year. That was awesome. I never thought that they'd want to, or was that this year? That was this year. I never thought that they'd want to go do that. I know they'd like they like to go to the stores and to shows and stuff, but I didn't think they'd want to go to a Hobby Rip Night not knowing what it was. But they had a blast. All three of us had a blast. My daughter got, I should have pulled it out for this. I was going to inlay a photo of us just having fun, but my daughter, my little one, we did a pack war and of Jack Flaherty's rookie year, because he was there. Jack Flaherty was there. She ended up pulling his rookie card, and he signed it. So we hung it up in the air. She lifted it up, and they called her over to the front, and I had to do some security around her because people were pushing in. It was a busy night. Lou was there. He'll tell you, but she was able to squeeze her little booty up to the showcases, and she slid him the card, and he literally got down to her level as far as he could with the cases in the way, and had a little talk with her. And he's like, "Is it okay if I sign your card?" That alone right there, fan of Jack Flaherty for life. The way you treat my kids is pretty much how I'm going to treat you. My kids and my wife. You can say what you want to me. I don't care. I got thick skin. I may get a little hard on the shoulder every once in a while and get my brain starts going, but you could treat me how you want to treat me. But my kids and my wife, however you treat them is how I'm going to treat you. So he got down to her level and signed her card for her, and then of course old dad sitting there. I'm drawing a blank on the Yankee that was there. The Ron Guidry was there, and he opened some cards and he wanted to trade with somebody. So I didn't get much out of my packs, and I didn't want to trade their cards. They didn't want to trade. So I slid him one, and he's like, "Nah." He slid it right back. But my girls had the time of their life. Like I said, I'll have some photos that pop up. You probably already saw them. But that was a fantastic hobby moment. Just spending it with my kids and doing the way me and my dad did it back in the day. It was a blast. Number two, I'm going to flip you around and talk while I show you the cards that I'm talking about. So hang tight. All right. So this hobby story is based in Cleveland. The year was 2024. The place, the Misfits House. The event, the National. But just the memories of being at that house with all those fellas, literally going and looking at cards all day, having fun all day long, knowing full well that you're going back to a house to do more. Me and Dylan enjoyed the hot tub. All the guys that made fun, but I love a hot tub. Dylan loves a hot tub. Why not, soak those bones, man. My back and my legs and my hip, it felt great. We don't have a hot tub here in Florida, and honestly, it's way too hot. But yeah, so we shared the hot tub a couple times, I think, one or two times. And the stories, hanging out outside at that big table and the big patio, sports going on the TV, cards flying everywhere. I was gonna buy this rookie from might have been James, but we were sitting there at the house, and I was like, man, I should have just bought that rookie. And Don's like, which, I was sitting thinking out loud, and Don was like, which one? I was like, well, the Cepeda. And Don's like, I got one for sale. He's like, it's pretty well centered too. Look at this thing. I slid it over to Dylan, and Dylan gave me the approval. I don't know if you remember that, Dylan, but we were sitting at the table, and I got the approval from Dylan. See, look, Don, I bought it. That shows that I bought it. Old age, got to remind yourself. But this thing is gorgeous, and I was like, shoot, I'll buy that for sure. I don't remember what James was. I remember James's was a little bit off-centered. I think it was James that had it. It might have been a different table. But this one sat right in front of me. And yeah, it was James. And the reason I didn't get the one from James also is because I bought my Frank Robinson from him. So I felt okay not spending all my money with James. But yeah, memories of buying cards like that off of friends. And then, of course, everybody knows this story. You just saw it. Just going around the floor with Lou. And I did it myself the first day. I kind of separated a little bit. I get lost in the mix. I kind of have, my ADHD gets real, going like crazy. And I go from table to table. I don't always look at every case, but when I'm looking for something like this, it's very noticeable. So I glance through cases. And if they have a bunch of these 53s, or if they have a bunch of vintage, I ask, do you have any 53 satchels? Yes, no, real quick answer. Everybody knows if they have these in their inventory. First day I saw a bunch of them, but nothing that was in my price range that looked good. This was pretty much excluded. Yeah, the two, I had enough for a 3.5 in my wallet. But I didn't want to spend it all on one card. So the number on the slab does get you in a price range, lets you know, and then I kind of ignore it, and then I look at the card. A lot of them had snowing. But then the second day, I believe it was, Lou went with me, and we looked at so many of these. And see, look at that, with Lou Rock. We looked at so many of these, and finally I pulled the trigger, and, the rest is history. Then, I think it was the third day, before we were going out, I believe, to the show, me and Rick and John Mangini were sitting on the couch, and I was going through Rick's binder of slabs that he was selling, and he's like, you have a Wheaties card? I said, no, I don't. I actually was looking for one. I don't know which one I want. I know there's a few out there, and he's like, I got a gift for you. And he slides open his binder, and he slides this to me. He goes, I know it's a Yankee, but you'll appreciate it because it's vintage and it's something that you've been looking for. But it's a 52 Wheaties Phil Rizzuto portrait. I mean, look at the border cut on that. The thing is phenomenal. See? Vintage oddball. But look at that thing. For somebody just to slide you this card, it's not a cheap card. And he just says, here, this is for you. It made me feel really, really all fuzzy inside, Rick. But I was flabbergasted. John was sitting there. He was smiling. I mean, it was smiles all around for the guys that were sitting there. I think my BFF, Scott, was sitting there. I can't remember. My brain is not the best, but coffee drink. Just for him to think of me that way and just take it out of his own binder that he could have sold it. Like, you could have just turned this into something else for him, and he didn't. He took the time to give it to me. So that's my hobby stories. Brent, I hope you enjoy. And let's see if we can get I'm not going to do that. I got my thumb in the way. I got my nails. I chew my nails. But I was going to try to get a thumbnail. Thumbnail, get it? But, Brent, I hope you enjoy the stories. Guys that just, not only that I've included in these stories, but guys that I've hung out with and whatnot. Thank you so much for your friendship. This hobby means a lot to me. I love it more than you can know. And that's a good one there. Let's do that. I love it more than anybody knows. And this community, been doing it for a very, very long time. And I don't see myself stopping because of people in the hobby, so in the community. So thank you very much, guys. And can't go out with a Yankee on the front. We'll go out with this on the front. But remember, do something nice for somebody. See ya.